It's Derby Day in Scotland's capital city. Hibernian have so much to play for. They have the chance to get out of the Championship at the first time of asking. The playoffs offer an escape route. Hibs in record time. Now they target a record points total for this division. Whatever happens in the Derby, Hearts are going up and in stunning style.
Will soon be snarling as Edinburgh's fierce rivals go head-to-head, toe-to-toe.
Easter Road, the wonderful home of Hibernian FC, the venue for the final Edinburgh Derby of this championship season. It's available in high definition on Sky Sports 5 HD and on Sky Go for mobile devices. So Hearts are already champions, they're back in the Premiership. What next then? Well, the teams finishing third and fourth will play each other home and away, and the winner of that plays the team that finishes second. The winner then heads to the final to tackle the club that finishes second bottom of the Premiership for the last place in the top flight. Hibs, of course, lost that battle last season and were relegated. So Hearts are already back in the Premiership. Can Hibernian join them there via those playoffs? I'm delighted to say I'm joined by Sky Sports' Neil McCann, who scored in this fixture for the Heart of Midlothian, and by the Inverness manager, John Hughes, former manager and captain of Hibs, and of course a son of a Leith Docker, born to be a Hibbie. What are your favourite memories of playing in this game for your team?
Yeah, well, some wonderful memories. Real happy place for me, Easter Road. As I say, growing up and player and captain in the club, I've just been involved in an Edinburgh Derby because it come late to me. You know, it was 33, 34-year-old, and all my friends are in the terracing, so I know it's special, and you want to win it. You want to get the bragging rights, and so you can walk down the street with your chest head held high, and you know you want the bragging rights. So that's what it's all about today. Hibs have got everything to play for. It's all on Hibs. All the pressure's on Hibs. And I think that edge, that's what they need to go and win this match.
Are Hibernian good enough to finish second above Rangers and get up?
Well, time will tell, but I will say the Scottish football's missed them all. We've missed, you know, in the top flight, we've missed Hearts, Hibs, Rangers. We need them, we need these big teams in the top flight. And, you know, it's coming right down to the wire, I wouldn't like to call it.
Neil, it's been Hearts' best season since the late great Dave Mackay and Willie Bald and all these guys won the title in 1957. You've been in the situation they're in now, though. How do you lift yourself for a big game like this after you've won a title?
Yeah, it has been a great season, albeit in the Championship, David. It's a difficult one for the guys to continue to raise their game because they'll have one eye on the Premiership next year. They won't want to pick up an injury, which is possible. And this is one fixture that comes around that doesn't fail to get you going. So I know they've got a few games left after this, but this is the one that they want to play, and this is the one they want to win. It's a great thing to know that you get the league title in the bag. You've got a medal there in the cabinet. There's a swagger about you. It's great going to other grounds. It's great going to your home ground knowing that you're already a champion. So you can put on a little bit of style, you can put on a bit of class, take a few more risks, but they won't want to get injured. But this one doesn't ever disappoint, and this is the one they all want to win.
How important to Hibernian is the Championship's top goal scorer at the moment, Jason Cummings?
Yeah, he's vital, and he scored the winning goal there against Dumbarton midweek, so he'll be coming into the game with confidence. And even, I don't know the young kid, but I just feel that he's a real, nothing gets him down, and he's got good movement in the top area, and if he gets it on that left foot, 9 times out of 10 he hits the target. So you know, he'll be a handful today.
Gennaro Zifuk's become a big favourite in every way with the Hearts fans since joining on loan from Groningen. Why has he scored 10 goals in 12 games since joining?
Well, you look at him. If the ball goes in there, the centre-back should just say, right, forget it. he just doesn't get a turn, because you can't win the ball, you're not going to throw him around, he's going to bully centre-backs, he can finish. He comes with a pedigree. He started off at PSV Eindhoven, he's coming on loan, as you said. He scored 9 goals in 10 appearances for the 21 Dutch side, so he's got a real ability there that people have seen. I think Hearts have found a cracking striker then to go and complement Osman Sow today. I think Hibs are in for a real test.
Let's gauge the mood of the managers then. They're with Luke Shanley.
Robbie, how will you approach this one today?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us to come down here and try and win the game. It's going to be 2 teams that are desperate to win. We've won the league, but we're desperate to come down and win it. For our fans that get a full allocation today, Hibs are obviously still going for second place, so it looks like it's going to be a good one.
Both teams seem to be going with 3 at the back. What impact will that have on the game?
To be honest, I'm just concentrating on us. I think it'll suit us. I think we've got options going forward. I think with the way the players we have in the team, it'll give them the licence to get forward and hopefully cause Hearts problems, and to see Robbie's matched us up. So it should be a really interesting game. 2 teams going out wanting to try and win the game.
You seem to have freshened up the team and made changes tactically as well. How interesting will that be?
Yeah, we're trying different things at this part of the season. I think the system we're going to play today, it should cause Hibs some problems. It looks to be that both teams will match up in the same formation, so it becomes man for man, and we see how we do.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Hibernian won 9 games in a row. Then their form crashed this month with 3 defeats. Have the nerves been catching up in them, do you think?
Yeah, well, that's it. You're coming to the business end of the season and it's pressure, and you have to handle that. And especially today, as I say, it's all about Hearts' mindset. But the Edinburgh Derby, as I say, it's about bragging rights. One thing you have to do, you have to finish with 11 players on the park. You have to play with a real passion, but you have to make sure you've got ice in your veins, and I've said that, and that has to be, you have to make sure that happens today.
John, I think they get rocked by the Rangers result. I think everyone felt that Hibs had Rangers' number and they would be the team to finish second. I think it hurt them and it put them on the rocks a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Hibs resorted to a flat back 4 eventually, because I'm worried about the wing back position. I don't know if they've got a natural guy who can play that, and I think Hearts might get the upper hand early in the match.
Yeah, well, we're looking at Boyle. We're guessing it's Boyle that's going to play out there. There's more of a right winger, so he'll have to do his defensive duties. So it'll be intriguing. I'm intrigued to see how it's going to pan out.
And it's going to be a fantastic occasion, this one, isn't it? Can Hibernian get their first derby win as a honey monster? And Robbie Nielsen, can Hibs get their first derby win of the season? It's live next. What an atmosphere at the Edinburgh Derby, and the Jambos are rubbing it in. They've got the championship trophies. They'll be presented with the real one at the end of the season. The Hibs fans are up for it though. That sums it up, doesn't it? Hearts are champions already. We're only here to fill in the crosswords. They're having a party, but so are the Hibbies here at Easter Road. I'm joined by the former Hearts favourite Neil McCann and the former Hibs favourite and still a Hibbie, John Hughes. John, what threats do you see Hearts posing that back 3 of Hibernian?
Well, it's the 2 boys up top. Seafoot and Sow up top. You're going to have to get and handle these 2. If it gets played into these 2, it'll stick, and then you've got the runners off in midfield. But for me, the whole battle will be in midfield. It'll all be in midfield.
Yeah, listen, that boy's going to be important there, isn't he, Danny Wilson? I think he's been a colossus for Hearts. Not only his defensive duties and organisation skills, his use of the ball has been key. And if Hibs are going to be playing the 3 at the back, he's the type of boy, if he's got time in the ball, he'll just drop balls into the channels for Jamie Walker and guys like that to go onto. So listen, let's set up for a cracker. Let's see who's best team in Edinburgh.
Let's find out now then. Andy Walker scored a famous goal in this old fixture for Hibs. He's on commentary duties this afternoon alongside Ian Crocker.
Edinburgh's fierce rivals meet for the fourth and final time this season. It remains to be seen if their rivalry will be renewed next season. Hibs have some work to do to make that happen. Danny Wilson leading out Hearts, Liam Fontaine leading out Hibs. It is Derby Day in the Scottish capital. The last two encounters between these two ended in draws. Hearts won the first derby of the season. What will happen in the last? Hibs are without a key player in Scott Robertson, who failed a late test on a tight hamstring, and Liam Craig drops to the bench. Dylan McGeoch and Fraser Fyvie come in. It's Fyvie's first taste of the Edinburgh derby. Farid El Alaghi made his first start since August in midweek after snapping an Achilles tendon. Jason Cummings was at Hearts as a boy and supported them, but he scored against them in the New Year derby. Hearts rested most of their first pick players against Alloa midweek with today in mind. It's the team that played Rangers the week before, bar Adam Eckersley coming in and Sam Nicholson dropping out as they match up with Hibs at three at the back. There's a first Edinburgh derby for Gennaro Zeefouk, who's scored 10 goals in 12 games since arriving in January. Goalkeeper Neil Alexander is the only player on the park who hasn't scored this season. His opposite number, Mark Oxley, has. 13-goal Dominic Malonga is on the Hibs bench. Sam Stanton is their most used sub this season. Hearts sub Sam Nicholson scored a stunner in the very first Edinburgh derby of the season. Farid El Alaghi also scored in that first derby, but then snapped his Achilles tendon. Only just back. Can he make up for lost time? Well, just as Hibs thought they had the beating of Hearts here in October, Alim Öztürk smashed in an amazing 40-yarder, a goal that soon went viral and crashed his Facebook page. Robbie Nilsson, unbeaten in 3 Edinburgh derbies. Alan Stubbs yet to win one. It's a first Edinburgh derby for the referee, Kevin Clancy. Hibs will not want to go through a season without beating their rivals, but Hearts will be quite liking that thought. The pride, the passion, the derby. It's a fixture steeped in history, but it's all about the present for Hibs and Hearts, all about the here and now. Are we in for an epic derby?
Well, I really hope so. It's normally such a marvellous fixture. As expected, Alan Stubbs giving us a nod. Martin Boyle is playing as a right wing back. That'll be an interesting contest that he has up and down that right hand side. But I think when you look at the game overall, there's a mentality that Hearts have in winning this fixture, and Hibs have to find it somehow.
Liam Fontaine wearing the captain's armband today sends that out. Hibs won at Dumbarton on Wednesday to end a run of 3 straight defeats. It's better to come into this kind of match with something under your belt. Hearts are able to rest most of their senior players on Wednesday with this derby in mind, but they still comfortably beat Alloa. They've comfortably beat a lot of teams this season. Hibs looking to get on the front foot here. Scott Allen and Adam Eckersley together.
Well, Eckersley's a stupid boy. That was a slight headbutt on his part. Lost the place completely.
Fontaine took charge of Zeefouk.
Well, you see Eckersley here, he had just nothing at all, but putting his head into it, face of Scott Allen. The linesman wasn't looking, the referee didn't see it. I don't think it's worthy of a red card, but you know, you go back to what John Hughes said even before kick-off. Keep your discipline, keep it living on the pitch.
Championship champions by a distance. 26 points clear of Hibs and Rangers. It has been a memorable campaign for Robbie Nilsson and Stevie Crawford. Hibs are second on goal difference from Rangers, but they could give themselves some daylight today. And after a rainy morning in the Scottish capital, the sun has come out in time for the big derby. Such a frustrating time, having had to sit out most of the season through injury. Jason Cummings is closely watched by Öztürk. Hearts have a throw, which will be taken by Callum Patterson. And they are going with a back three today to match Hibs. Danny Wilson. McHattie. Forster for McGeoch. Skips away from Gomez. Osman Sow then stepped in to win it back for Hearts. Booted away by Danny Wilson. Played in one Glasgow derby and has been linked with Celtic recently. Although the one he played in was for Rangers, of course. Forster's throw, sent back by McHattie. McGeoch crashing in. Eckersley will take this throw. It's the Spaniard Payado, and he'll get a free kick. The last two derbies finished 1-1. Hibs scored first in both of them. We're seconds away from beating Hearts here until that long-range stunner from Öztürk, the 92nd minute. Eckersley will take this throw. Zayfak, who's had quite an impact after arriving during the window. Shoot might be the cry from the Hearts fans as Öztürk picks it up from there. Payado holding off Allen. Öztürk for Eckersley. Gomez. Ivy. He'll get a free kick, although actually Hibs could have carried on.
He should have delayed it a second or two, Kevin Clancy. Actually good possession and the break was on. Ivy just knocks it to the side here. You can see Kevin Clancy spotting the foul, but we're in good possession there, Hibs.
Hibs last went through a season without winning the Edinburgh Derby in 2011-12, and of course right at the end of that campaign they were thumped by their city rivals in the cup final, just to really rub it in. Cummings. Alleghi won it. Here's Lewis Stevenson. Ivy. Hanlon. Fontaine. Allen. Now Forster. Martin Boyle on the outside, but Forster's ready to deliver. Cleared by Öztürk. Scott Allen returns it to little effect. Yeah,
it's a difficult one to control and find the target. Scott Allen has shown that his game has improved immensely this season. I think he's really blossoming here, playing on a weekly basis, playing well for Hibs, and no doubt if they do go up, he'll be able to find his feet comfortably in the Premiership.
It's a big week for Hibs, an Edinburgh derby, and then a Scottish Cup semi-final with Falkirk. Cummings. Jason Cummings spent 5 years in Hearts' youth system. He was a Hearts fan. His dad very much still is, even though his lad is now wearing the colours of Hibs. Boyle will take the throw. Trusted again with that right wing back roll. Allen. Cummings. Here's Jamie Walker. Fontaine grappling with So. Gomez. Tallado. McHattie. Eckersley first time. Fivey sees off So. Cummings. Danny Wilson. Fivey lets it go for the throw. Cummings. Stevenson. Maybe he can have a go. Trying to return it to Cummings.
So left-footed, Will Stevenson. He could have easily had a pot there on his right, but it was uncomfortable.
Here's Stevenson, the most experienced Edinburgh derby performer on the pitch today. This is his 28th. And Patterson sent off here in the October derby. But he has scored 3 times in Edinburgh's big day. Now a chance here for Seyfalk. Paul Hanlon stuck with him. And Seyfalk didn't really look for anything there.
Well, just given the size of Seyfalk, I'm just surprised that Paul Hanlon was able to outmuscle him. It's good defending.
Foster. McGeoch. Caught late there by Collado.
Seyfalk and Forster having a few words with each other. He's going through earlier on here, and Paul Hanlon just leaning on him, winning that physical battle, but it'll be a hell of a battle over 90 minutes with Seyfalk.
Paul Hanlon will take this towards El Alaghi, away by Patterson, then by Gomez. Osman So. Boyle. Allen releasing Boyle. Cummings and El Alaghi waiting for the cross. Cummings has a bit to do. 5-E! Goes close.
I think he chose the right option. He tried to control the shot away to Alexander's right. Cummings does really well here just to pick up a good position at the front and lay it back for Fivey. It's a really decent effort. He tries to control it away to the right hand side of Alexander, but can't keep it down.
He has scored 2 in his last 5 games. That would have been some way to mark his first appearance in an Edinburgh derby. By Hanlon. Here is Cummings looking lively. McGeoch, Fivey. It was a foul by Gomez. It is a free kick for Hibs.
Receives it so well, Fraser Fivey. Lovely first touch, drawn the foul. Hibs look as though they've started at a good tempo. They're on the front foot. Chance here to get another dangerous ball into the box.
Scott Allen will take it. It's a good one. And it crashed off the crossbar, off a Hart's body. Patterson was it?
Yeah, it looks like Patterson. He's certainly in the middle there, grappling, but he loses his bearings here. Certainly jumps, gets a head on it. He's lucky that bounces over the bar.
Yes, Neil Alexander could only watch and hope, along with a few others, as came off the bar. Corner is whipped in. Fontaine found his route to goal blocked. Another corner. A really good spell for Hibs. Scott Allen's corner.
Yeah, just falls to him at the back post. Certainly another corner. Hearts aren't happy that it was given us another one, but you can see here getting that sort of side foot effort away, Fontaine.
Hibs are asking the early questions in the Edinburgh derby. Scott Allen to take it, just too high for Fontaine, and there's a little shove by him as well. Well, nearly an own goal.
Yeah, Patterson's got the ability to defend really well. He's right in the heart of it here. But he just loses his bearings in amongst all those bodies.
Lively opening, but then you would expect nothing less on Derby Day in the Scottish capital.
So is the one that you want to get the ball into feet. He's got a really good, secure first touch. He can find a teammate when they make a run off him.
Zefau, Payado, Fontaine, Stevenson, movement ahead from El Alaghi. McGeoch around too. Fontaine. McGeoch. Given away by Stevenson. Gomez. Forster for 5-8. Here come Hibs again. Scott Allen now. Away by Danny Wilson. Scott Allen. Not the worst of crosses, but it's smothered by Neil Alexander.
Yeah, very smartly taken. Throw in from Foster. Just getting it over the head there of Eckersley, and Allen will always take that first time. Cummings, I think, should have read it a bit better.
Gomez. Seeing off 5-8. Payado takes over. Hibs throw. Scott Allen. It's a foul by Gomez.
Yeah, great contest between those two. Fine footballers. Right in the middle of the park when you've got 5-8 and McGeoch alongside Gomez and Walker, Payardo. A lot of good footballers in the centre of the pitch.
Cummings lost his way. McGeoch wins it back. And Alaghi ahead of him. McGeoch setting up Boyle. And Danny Wilson on hand once again, as he so often is for Hearts. So, such a deft touch. Gomez. There's Turk. Gomez. It's away by Forster. Now Scott Allen. El Alaghi is onto it. Bit of room here for Martin Boyle. Offside on the return to El Alaghi. The flag is up.
Did really well, Martin Boyle, to get himself into a front position. He'd made a run 40-50 yards to get up there. He is offside, El Alaghi. Good spot from the linesman, but Hibs looking good in these early stages, using the width of the pitch, and Alan Stubbs, I'm sure, will be happy with the fact that, look at the action areas, dominating, I think, most of it midfield and getting 1 or 2 decent crosses into the box.
Allen. Cummings. Those took charge. And that almost found Zefao.
Excellent defending from Ozturk, first of all, to get the ball away from Jason Cummings, showing his quality.
Fontaine. Cummings. Wilson shadowing him. McHattie. Away by Forster. There's McGeoch. On loan from Celtic. McHattie made sure he got there first, but was clipped anyway as a free kick.
Certainly gets in here first. McGeoch's having a good impact in these early stages, trying to find 1 or 2 teammates, but 50-50 ball. He just a shade away.
McHattie. Scott Allen in the way. Danny Wilson. Zefao. Gomez. Here's Jamie Walker. Patterson has moved into the middle now. It'll be Ozturk to try and provide, but blocked by Lewis Stevenson.
That was a really good chance to get a good ball in. Thought it was a poor pass in the end from Jamie Walker.
Ozturk is back to his captain, Danny Wilson. Hearts clinched the title when Hibs lost to Rangers here 3 weeks ago. It's only the 5th season they've spent outside of the top flight in their history, but after administration, they've certainly got things in order on and off the pitch. Patterson. Blocked by Stevenson, who's given himself half a chance here. Fivey. Comes off Gomez. Cummings had Ozturk breathing down the back of his shirt and felt he was fouled. Kevin Clancy felt otherwise. Walker. Gomez. McHattie. It's going to carry through to Mark Oxley. Mark Oxley, who scored on the opening day of the championship season against Livingston. Hence, as we mentioned, Neil Alexander at the other end. An odd man out the only player among the 22 who hasn't scored this season.
A few games left.
Cathy's throw on by Eckersley. Hanlon. Now Alagi goes up with Öztürk. Here's Allen. Oh, he just popped that the wrong side of Cummings. Foul is given against Jordan Forster for that shove on So. In fact, it's offside a bit. McGeoch. Fontaine. Gomez takes it in his stride. We skip past Fontaine. Hanlon got into bother there, but Hibs survive. Fivey, good ball for Boyle. Sense of purpose here from Martin Boyle. Fivey. Fivey neither here nor there, really.
Again, another one, maybe reluctant to have a pop at goal, cutting in from the right onto his left foot.
Fivey. Allen. Fivey again. Now Cummings. Maybe a chance here. Jason Cummings! Alexander makes the save after Cummings had seen off Wilson.
Great effort, wasn't it?
Jason Cummings has never been shy to shoot, that is for sure. That's his job. Öztürk. Fontaine should be first to this, but So is with him, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Well, we've seen Stevenson and McGeoch and Fivey reluctant to shoot. Never be the case with Jason Cummings. Great power on that left foot. That was certainly getting in the back of the net. Alexander was alive and alert to it.
Rangers and Falkirk have beaten the Hearts in the Championship this season. Hibs have held them twice. Öztürk picks out Jamie Walker. Tayado. Zefal. Hanlon having a nibble. And Hanlon eventually wrestles control back.
Yeah, better in the middle of the park from Hearts, but they haven't got anything up front yet.
Hibs have only won 2 of the last 21 league derbies in Edinburgh. They would dearly love to add to that meagre tally today. El Alagi. Now Fivey. Where will Fivey go next? Jordan Forster's cross. Patterson. Put that away before Stevenson could muscle in.
Again, Hibs looking dangerous down the right-hand side. Forster getting forward. Fivey's there. Boyle cutting inside to create the space.
Fivey seeing a lot of the ball. Hanlon for Fontaine. Stevenson, shadowed by Patterson. Given away by Stevenson to Gomez. Well, Hanlon is onto it. Hanlon sees off Gomez. Cummings. McGeoch. Forster now for Fivey. Boyle ahead of him down the right, but it's going inside to Scott Allen. Just as he was about to shoot, Payano got in his way, but Nagiok can keep it going here. It's going to veer away from El Alaghi.
I think he's looking for someone to show when he picks the ball up, Scott Allen. You'd see he's got his head up, and he wants someone to show. That would have been offside had it fallen to El Alaghi, but Hibs are dominating the middle of the park, controlling the ball, moving it right and left. Hearts are struggling to make an impact.
Terrific atmosphere in Leith. Goalless so far though in the Edinburgh derby. Cummings, Fivey, could be an opening here. It's Boyle. Allen, and it's off. Gomez for a corner to further encourage Hibs.
I thought Boyle might have put it in. Really, that position that he's playing, you're looking for an end product.
Forster unmarked here. It's gone over his head from Scott Allen though. Back in by Fivey. El Alaghi on! Hibs have the lead through Jason Cummings! And they will feel that that is exactly what they've deserved.
Well, I think El Alaghi does so well, because when he heads this on, look at his possession, El Alaghi. He just helps it back into the danger area. And Jason Cummings knows exactly what he's doing. He's the one on the move. Gets away from Eckersley. Just looking to guide it. Just a slight touch away from Alexander. It's just a lovely finish. No power required. Just get it past the goalkeeper when you're so close. And they deservedly take the lead, Hibs.
Jason Cummings has spent a good few years in Hearts' youth system. He's a Hearts fan. It meant so much to him when he scored at Tynecastle in the New Year derby. He's gone and done it again here at Easter Road. And Hibs have scored first for the third derby running, but they didn't win the last two. Both finished 1-1.
Well, you certainly don't rule out a Hearts comeback. They've got the mentality, as you've mentioned earlier, Ian, about getting something from this game. Maybe not playing their best, but they know how to win them. They know how not to lose them. But they certainly need to improve. They're not getting any sort of grip in midfield.
And just listen to the noise now around Easter Road. Cummings makes his mark again.
Yeah, and they work well as a pair, Cummings and El Alaghi. Just helping it back into a danger area. Hearts are static in defence. The only people on the move are the men in Hibs jerseys.
Boyle up against Eckersley. McGeoch. Hibs are right up to this. Their lead is merited. Scott Allen. Away by Danny Wilson. Jamie Walker looking for somewhere to go. Not there. Patterson had moved forward. He's out of position, so there's a bit of room here for Fivey. Scott Allen waiting to receive. Neil Alexander will recover to get hold of that properly.
Yeah, it might just have been drifting past, but Neil Alexander took no chances. The best effort from Scott Allen. I think it was just going wide, but Alexander had to make sure. it's a surprise to see Hearts just not getting a lot of the ball in the middle of the park. They've got really good footballers. We've mentioned them: Gomez, Walker, Gallardo. They are capable of passing the ball really well, but haven't started yet.
Rather crude foul by Morgaro Gomez, which at the very least will earn a summons to the referee.
Yeah, I think it'll just be a word in his ear. Hopefully not a yellow card. There's no worry of that. Kevin Clancy, it's okay to have a word with players. Gomez has just got one too close to one or two of the Hibs players, but I think he'd like to see a bit more action further up the field, getting his strikers a decent hold of the ball. That's ridiculous.
Stevenson haven't been picked up there.
Well, Hearts are sleeping. They haven't started, far from it. Totally switched off there. Lewis Stevenson, and acres of space on that free kick.
Plenty to ponder at the moment for Robbie Nilsson, who changed things around today with that back three to match up with Hibs. They can afford to try different things, of course, but you still need to get a result in a derby. You need to turn up.
This is, sorry Ian, this is where they need to get a better ball to the front two.
Gallardo picks out Eckersley. McHattie. Never looked too lively from there. Scottish Cup semi-final weekend coming up at Hampden Park. Hibs take on Falkirk, who've had the better of them in the league meetings this season. That's from midday Saturday, Sky Sports 2. And then it's Inverness Caledonian Thistle against Celtic, Sunday from midday on Sky Sports 2. Hearts might be thinking about a change already, with Sam Nicholson possibly about to come on. El Alaghi trying a fancy swivel. Fivey presented to him by Gallardo, who then promptly won it back. Gallardo will get a free kick. If Fivey wasn't going to get him, McGeoch was.
Yes, I fell from McGeoch, but I admire the way he was right onto it there, putting the Hearts man under a bit of pressure.
Nicholson scored a screamer in the first Edinburgh derby of the season. He's going to see a lot more of this game than he thought, having been named as a sub. He's going to replace Kevin McHattie, so I think that that three will be abandoned.
Yeah, and I think sometimes it can be a shock to the system for players when they see a change well before half-time. And Hearts haven't been up for it from the word go, which is unlike them. They have been relentless all season, played some terrific stuff.
Forster, Boyle. Martin Boyle's cross is cleared by Danny Wilson. Hibs fancy another, fancy a cushion, but we're going to get this change now. Kevin McHattie is going to be the man replaced for tactical reasons. Sam Nicholson coming on and hoping to have a big say in the derby, as he did at the start of the season. One of many Hearts fans in the Hearts squad. Will Hearts start to look like their usual selves now? Well, they have some more defending to be done first. Cummings. Boyle. Corner.
energy about this Hibs side. We've mentioned McGeoch and Fivey and Allen. Martin Boyle as well, doing a decent job down the right-hand side. Very strong in that area.
The Hearts fans behind that goal are still making a right old racket. Scott Allen will send the corner in. Fontaine! Off the bar! Patterson put it against his own bar earlier. Fontaine smacks it again. Lovely pass, McGeoch for Allen! Cummings can't connect. And Alexander takes a flurry of activity. But now here come Hearts. Patterson. Zeefouk. Wilson brushes off El-Alaghi. Patterson still up there, but Hangman got a toe in.
Wilson's got to play it wide. He's gone right into all the bodies here.
5E. Allen. Now McGeoch. Hibs looking good. They have the lead against their Edinburgh rivals. They've hit the bar twice, although Hearts hit it for them once. McGeoch. That's a foul.
Well, Fontaine, look at the way that he keeps his composure, wait till that ball comes down, catches it sweetly. So unlucky to see it come off the crossbar. We're getting close to half-time and Hibs totally dominant. It's reflected in the attempts at goal. Hearts have, as we've said so often, just yet to make any sort of impact.
Scott Allen will take this free kick. It's very near the keeper. Patterson. Zeefouk. Stevenson is with him. It's a really poor cross there.
Quite toothless up front, the first half. Absolutely no quality in that box. Art Oxley's had nothing to do.
There's Nicholson's cross. Foul by Scott Allen, who thought that he won it fair and square off Jamie Walker.
Good strength from Scott Allen, didn't think it was a foul. And again, just highlighting the hunger and determination of these Hibs players to put the man in possession under pressure.
The concern for Hibs here is that they're only 1-0 up, because surely in the second half we might see a different Hearts you would expect.
Yeah, these Hearts players need a rocket. I mean, even Callum Patterson there, 40 yards out, just aimless into the box. Really poor.
Jordan Forster. McGeoch. That's having a great game. Maybe that would curse him. Gomez now for Walker. And Jamie Walker is taken out by Paul Hanlon. I think we're going to get the first yellow card of the Edinburgh derby.
Yeah, it's got to go yellow. And in all honesty, I think it's a good yellow, because Jamie Walker was away, Zeefouk was in the middle of the box. Cynical foul, but I think well worth it from a Hibs point of view.
Some decent targets here with Wilson and Öztürk and So and Zeefouk. Hearts hoping and praying. Oh, it drops for Oxley to take, much to the relief of Hibs.
Yeah, he couldn't get rid of it quickly. It just fell to him. He picks it up. He wanted to release it, but everyone was back for Hibs, trying to get to half-time at least a goal in front.
A couple of minutes until half-time. There'll be a few things said in the Hearts dressing room at half-time if it does stay like this. Hibs have dominated the proceedings.
Yeah, Robbie Nielsen will be annoyed because, I mean, you want to keep up good habits. Hearts have been terrific all season, but just so surprising to see them lacklustre, lacking energy, lacking any sort of drive.
Here is Gomez. Madison. The hesitancy from Gomez. Got there in the end though. Gomez helped to his feet by Jordan Forster. We're in the last minute of the official 45, but there will be another 60 seconds added on. Stevenson. Addison. Gallardo. Nicholson. Gomez. Eckersley. Danny Wilson. Hearts were 1-0 down here in October until the 92nd minute when that monster screamer flashed in from 40 yards. 1 minute of stoppage time is confirmed. Here is Öztürk. Gomez. Nicholson. One back by Stevenson. 5-e now for Allen. Öztürk got something on it. Danny Wilson will get there ahead of Cummings. Osman Sow. Free kick given against Jordan Forster. He's going to get a yellow card, more for the show of dissent, I think.
Ridiculous yellow card. Can you not show any frustration without getting a yellow card? Poor referee.
And Stubbs having a word with the fourth official, Don Robertson. The first half drawing to a close. Will they have time for a last chance here? Danny Wilson to take this. Well, Hibs have certainly bossed the derby so far. Jason Cummings scored their only goal. They might have had more. The crossbar has shuddered twice. Hearts simply haven't turned up, but they might in the second half, having made that tactical change. There'll be a few words in their dressing room, but Hibs certainly deserve the advantage, an advantage that might have been more than just a solitary goal. At the break on Derby Day in Edinburgh, it's Hibs 1, Hearts 0.
Well, Hearts have lost only 2 games of their 32 played in the Championship. They look like they're in trouble in the derby. The views of Neil McCann and John Hughes to come at half-time. 1 goal separates the sides, and it's the top goal scorer in the Championship who's got it. Hibernian are ahead in the Edinburgh derby by 1 goal to 0. And look at the stats, they are battering Hearts. 9 attempts for the Hibs, 1 for Hearts, 5 on target, 4 corners, 2 offside, and zeros in those columns for the Hearts. But interestingly, possession is 50-50, although much of it has been inside that Hearts half. And just to add to the urgency of the Hibs situation, I can tell you that Rangers have taken an early lead at home to Raith Rovers. Nicky Clark getting the goal there. Neil McCann and John Hughes, Inverness manager, join us here. What do you make of that first 45 then?
Well, it's all Hibs, I have to say that. You know, they've got their reward, long time coming. But I said it before the game, and Alan Stubbs says it. Hibs have got the better players in the midfield, the boys that can take it on the back foot and get forward. And I just feel that there's an overload in there. Jason Cummins is coming off the play and giving them 4 in midfield. One of the Hearts centre-backs had to go with him, and they refused to do that, and Hibs have totally dominated the football match.
Andy Walker in commentary said that Hearts were sloppy at times. Was that evident in the goal?
Yeah, well listen, I said that this was the one match that Hearts could get back up for. I'm mistaken, because I think too many of them haven't been at it. Again, it's set pieces that Hearts have really struggled with today. And it's Big El Aguirre gets a flick on for Jason Cummins, but I'd like to point something out here. Watch Adam Eckersley picking up Cummins. So he's in control of the situation there. But watch him as the ball goes, he just switches off, he becomes a ball watcher. He's not aware of where Cummins is. Cummins is looking for a little nod down, he's on the gamble, and he gets his rewards by being in a position to score the goal. He doesn't get that easy shot if Adam Eckersley is switched on and is aware of where the man should be. And they're paid, they're punished for the mistake. But listen, it's no anything less than what Hibs have deserved.
Set play seemed to be a problem for Set play seemed to be a problem for Hearts today.
Why do you think that is?
Well, look, I think about the introduction of Big Alagui up front. He's very, very good in the air. And if you see there, they've kept the second ball. Even on the second ball that's come in, it's got played headed back in, and Alagui's kept it alive to get Cummins' goal. And then we'll see Fontaine's effort to hit the crossbar. That's coming in, and it's his second ball was again where he steps on and strikes it and hit the crossbar. But you'll see it there, yeah, here it comes in, and there's another header, you know what? And it's very unlike Hearts because they're a big side. Another chance in there, and I think this is eventually this is the one for Fontaine. Oh, it's Cummins' strike.
What is it about the shape of Hibernian that's causing Hearts so many problems?
Well, it's exactly wing back against wing back. The two teams matched up. Wing back against wing back. It's a game of bluff. Hibs won the bluff game. Stevenson playing against Patterson. Stevenson took him in the top end of the pitch. Boyle playing against McHattie. Boyle played like a winger, took him in the top end of the pitch. And they won the midfield battle with Cummins coming in. It was 4 against 3, and Hibs have got good footballers.
But John, it's not just about bluff, it's about desire. I don't think Hearts wing backs have shown any desire to get in there, so it's either change of desire or change of formation. And Robbie Fair play him has addressed that in the first half. That's a big call, that. So we'll see what they get, because I think the walls will be getting stripped in the Hearts dressing room just now.
I suspect they will indeed. Now the second half is coming up. Next is the Edinburgh Derby. Hibs and Hearts going head to head, literally at some times. But it's Hibs who are ahead, thanks to Jason Cummins' goal. The second half will be a cracker. Can Hibs push on and win this? We'll find out next. Coming up later this afternoon, there's a cracker in Super Sunday. It's the Manchester Derby, 3:30 over on Sky Sports 1. And then on Sky Sports 4 from 6 o'clock, it's the final day of the Masters from Augusta. Here in Scotland, Jason Cummins' goal means that Hibs are ahead going into the second half of the Edinburgh Derby. Commentators Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
These two famous old clubs first met on Christmas Day in 1875. The season of goodwill, but there hasn't been much shown since in the 140-year history of this fiery fixture. Hibs have the lead and looking to extend that at the start of the second half. They should have extended it in the first, really, and that's the big worry, that they're only 1-0 up and that Hearts haven't showed up yet.
Yeah, you would imagine there'll be some sort of response from the Hearts players. I think too many of them have decided to go on holiday early. But you're right, Hibs have to see it out. We know that Hearts have got this ruthless streak, and they are able to dig out results when they're not playing well. It's been a real feature of the season. It remains to be seen if they can lift their tempo and get back into this game.
Hearts have conjured equalisers from this position in the last 2 Edinburgh derbies. They need to do so again. Danny Wilson's header. Osman So. Advancing nicely. Falk. Martin Boyle got back. He's not a natural wing back, but Stubbs trusting him again in that role.
Yeah, Fraser Fyvie just struggling to get back into play after that challenge in the middle of the park.
Boyle. Wilson. Gomez. Öztürk. Just trickled away from Sam Nicholson, who came on in the first half. Hattie replaced as the back three that Hart started with went out the window.
A poor pass from Stevenson actually to put Fontaine in trouble.
Gomez. Öztürk. Eckersley. Öztürk. So. Walker. Eckersley. And again. Walker, Gomez, Jamie Walker, and it's going to be a free kick in a very good position for the Hearts.
Well, it's better from Hearts because it's more controlled. We're not forcing the issue. Walker does well just to run onto the Hibs defence, and the combination of McGeoch and Fyvie bring him down. This now is promising for them.
Öztürk may well fancy having a go. Scored from 35-40 yards in stoppage time back in October here. Every reason for Hibs to be worried. The Hearts players mingling by the wall. This is likely to pack a punch. Öztürk flashes wide. There's some distance, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it was close. Really poor attempt. It's all very well striking the ball hard, but to threaten the goal, nowhere near it there from Öztürk.
His advantage remains a slender one. They know they might need that second goal. It has gone out for a Hibs throw. Hearts unbeaten in the last 5 Edinburgh derbies. Hibs' last win was at the start of 2014. The South are having quite a run at the moment. Derek Lyle has put them ahead against Falkirk. Queen of the South who beat Rangers last week and won here recently. So, Eckersley now. Danny Wilson. Osman So. Fraser Fyvie has it back for Hibs. Eckersley. Ian Fontaine saw that coming. Got there ahead of Slow. Now Cummings showing interest in this. Could be a chance in the offing. Cummings ended up on the ground, but there'll be nothing happening. Patterson.
Cummings felt as though he was fouled here. Plays for a long clearance with Ozturk, takes it on his chest, and then you look at the arms of Ozturk, his left, grappling with Cummings. I think it would have been a soft penalty. Possibly Neil Alexander could have come out and met it earlier. He elected to go back onto his goal, trusting his central defender. They got away with it.
Cummings. That'll be a free kick for Gomez. Hearts trying to find some of the usual rhythm in this second half. Though it's been a really poor showing from them so far. Danny Wilson will take this. Wilson. Obviously, Jordan Forster comes across.
Defended really well, Jordan Forster. Knows what it's like to play and win in this game.
Gallardo. Cummings on defensive watch, it's a corner off him, and there is hope for Hearts here. Hearts have got their very first corner of the contest. Nicholson takes. Away by McGeoch. They needed a much better delivery than Sam Nicholson was able to provide.
Well, I think Alan Stubbs will be looking for his team just to capitalise on the way they played in the first half, keep it going in the second, and obviously get that second goal. It would give them a cushion to let him breathe a bit more easily and get his first derby victory.
Helps it on. Lewis Stevenson won't get to that. Gallardo. Eckersley. Hearts outplayed in the first half, but showing signs here for recovery. Seaflack trying to help that on. Oxley got a touch to that. That's some save from Jamie Walker.
Yeah, tremendous effort from Walker, generates a lot of power and keeps it under control. Oxley, for the first time in the game, is asked to do something and he makes a save, does well to touch it over. Really good effort.
Hearts' best spell of the game. Having out the corner, Jamie Walker is going to take this one. Walker delivers over the head of Öztürk. And there'll be another corner on the side this time.
Still need a better delivery though. The pressure's still on, but need a better quality of ball into the box here.
It's Nicholson to take. And the free kick has been given. Colin Patterson on Forster. Rangers are 2-0 up now. Nicky Clark got the first. Haris Vucic has got the second against Wraith Rovers. Hearts have certainly come into the game, but then that was inevitable, really. They simply had to come up with some sort of response to that horror show of a first half. Danny Wilson. Kept on by Walker. Osman Sow making a late dash. McGeoch. And there's going to be a yellow card coming the way of Gomez.
Yeah, just one too many for Gomez. Dylan McGeoch gets the ball away from him quickly here. Gomez lead yet again.
Yellow card for Gomez, and Hanlon and Forster were booked earlier for Hibs. Forster to take this. El Alaghi will rise, but the flag is up for offside.
Yeah, there has been a bit of an improvement from Hearts. Look at those action areas. They've had the ball in the last third, a bit more quality, a bit more controlled possession. Walker looking dangerous.
Eckersley. Gomez. Payado. Could bring Patterson into this. That's the intention. Heavy touch from Colin Patterson. Stevenson and Payado. Collision course. Cummings. Goal kick.
I think he's got a sore one there, Jason Cummings. Ball stemmed from that tackle from Stevenson, but tries to get the ball into the box. I think he's just got one in his face, but taking a knock on the ankle as well. They won't want him going off the pitch. He's linked up really well with El Alaghi. He gets in behind, he comes short, he's got a good touch, links up with his very strong midfield players.
Here's Alan Stubbs' top scorer and the championship's top scorer with 17.
And there's the one, makes it all count. Not the cleanest of strikes, but he knew what he was doing. He was just guiding it away from the goalkeeper. No need for any power in that one.
Well, it'll still be hard to keep them quiet, even though they're 1-0 down in an Edinburgh derby. Runaway champions. Dominic Malonga is warming up, just in case Jason Cummings can't continue, although he'll certainly want to.
Yeah, he'll want to, but the manager will want to protect him as well. Hibs have still got a lot of big games coming up. Semi-final next week, of course, and if you're a Hibs fan, certainly want to finish second in this championship race.
Ball from Jamie Walker. Half an hour to go. Cummings' goal, the difference. Hamlin takes him towards El Alaghi, but it's cleared by Öztürk. McGeoch. Allen offside. Flag is up against Scott Allen.
You can see where Hibs are better in midfield. McGeoch onto that ball in a flash and playing the forward pass.
Montaigne was clipped. Rattled the bar in the first half. Header from Callum Patterson came back off his own bar. Fontaine. Away by Öztürk, 5e. Boyle. Eckersley. Öztürk. Nicholson. Zeefuik. Here's Hanlon. Forster under pressure from Stowe. Free kick is given.
Kept his composure at the end there. He was going to launch that ball away.
Well, it's intriguing now with Hearts forcing their way back into this game. Wilson. So, Eckersley dashing down the left. It's blocked by Forster. So happy to accept a throw, which will be taken by Eckersley. Cummings, and back by Gomez. Jamie Walker skirting a few issues and then caught by McGeoch.
Well, McGeoch claiming he didn't make any sort of contact here. He might not need to make contact, but it can still be a foul.
Gallardo's free kick. Oxley grabs it. Quick throw. Hibs hoping to catch Hart out here. Who is Stevenson racing away? Cummings wants it. Allen is there too. Not happening for Hibs at the moment.
Allen should have made a forward run. He wanted it at his feet. He should have looked for the ball in front of him. And there's Hart's giving it away again needlessly, much to the frustration of Gomez.
Allen. McGeoch. Alleghi makes contact. Cummings now. Ivy's header. Gomez. Nicholson. So I think he thought he might be offside there. He's not. Fivey has to nick it away for a corner.
Fivey did really well. Hanlon comes over to make the challenge, doesn't get there. But look at Fivey here. He was onside, it's a good decision. But Fivey makes sure by doubling up that he concedes the corner there.
Once they've levelled it up on the corner count now, can they do the same on the goal front? Jamie Walker's corner. It's playing that might have swirled out, but Oxley grabs it anyway.
Well, Oxley's lucky. He goes for the punch here and misses it completely. And in the end, it just bounces up into his arms. But he comes here, tries for the punch and misses it. Could have been a costly error by him.
Huge kick, which Cummings shows interest in. Neil Alexander there. Not much of a return there. Here's Boyle. Tony Wilson had to block it for a corner.
No wonder Neil Alexander is furious. Teammates put him under pressure. Hearts can't get out. Poor ball from Gomez. Eckersley's not ready for it. In the end, I think they're quite happy to concede the corner.
Scott Allen's corner. Forster back in. El Alaghi was onside as well.
Well, it's a big chance. I think when you see Jordan Forster here, chest control and then helps it back in, you can see that he was onside. Really good decision from the linesman.
Will Hibs rude, not adding to Jason Cummings' goal. Safe out. Malonga is going to come on for Cummings soon. Payado. Patterson. Walker. Safe out. Sling off McGeoch. So there's a late challenge there from Eckersley. It'll be a free kick for Hibs.
Too tight from Hearts. They need to get that ball wide. They're playing it in amongst all these bodies. Get it wide. They've got enough options in the box if the ball comes over.
Malonga, Congo striker, 13 goals. Was at Monaco and Torino and Cesena. He's going to come on here to take the place of Jason Cummings, who now scored the only goal of this game.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of protection from Alan Stubbs. Jason Cummings has still got a big part to play in the business end of the season, where Hibs have got a Scottish Cup semi-final. Every league match is so important in the race for second place.
Hearts fan who was in their youth system has scored for Hibs here. That's sometimes the way it happens on Edinburgh's derby day. El Alaghi up against Öztürk, 5e. Foul by El Alaghi on Patterson.
Shaking head from El Alaghi. His eyes focused on the ball. Sees the player coming in. He bought that foul, Patterson.
Danny Wilson. Blocked by 5e. Boyle. Won back well. And here's Scott Allen. Gomez in his way, looked like a handball. And it's actually been brought back for an earlier one, has it? Just over 20 minutes to go in the Edinburgh derby. Hibs would dearly love a second goal. Hanlon to launch it towards El Alaghi. Hooked away by Wilson before Malonga could get there. Boyle, Fontaine. No way past Wilson, and now Hearts could head up the other end. So, this is off Boyle. And Forster read that well.
Excellent defending again from Forster.
It was offside against El Alaghi.
I think with 20 minutes to go, I think it's important for Hibs to show to their supporters that they are capable of winning big games. It was dominant in this half. Hearts are getting chances, certainly with free kicks like this, to throw dangerous balls into the box.
Scott Allen barging Patterson out of it.
Patterson's been quiet. Certainly a foul. Scott Allen coming in at 100 miles an hour.
Diallo's been told to leave this by the bench. Eckersley are coming across. Eckersley floats it in. 5e failed to clear it. Nicholson's route is blocked.
Hand of apology from Fraser Fivey there. He knows he should have done better.
Period of pressure from Hearts. Patterson's throw. Bayado. Patterson. Dug out by McGeoch and Stevenson, but maybe not for long. Wilson. Bayado let it go, but Patterson couldn't get there. Allen. Nicholson. Caught by Stevenson. It's another free kick for Hearts to send in.
These can prove to be costly when you give away so many free kicks outside the box, needless ones. All it takes is one really good delivery and you can be punished.
Eckersley tries again, but it's an awful free kick that time. Not that McGeoch has got much distance on that. Jamie Walker. Öztürk. It's up for grabs now. Brilliant block there to deny Zayfouk. Body's in the way at every turn. Malonga meantime. Hearts are all upfield. Scott Allen's with him. So is Boyle. Malonga went alone, and that was miserable.
Honestly, I would take him off for that. He had two options here. So greedy. Look at Malonga here. He's got Allen through the middle. He's got another option out wide, and he elects to have a shot. It's awful.
Here's Osman Sow. How did Hibs keep all those shots out though? Getting the pinball in their box. Jamie Walker. Osman Sow way off target. But the sequence of events just prior to that was extraordinary.
Well, I've got to say, it was an astonishing block yet again from Jordan Foster. Great pressure, but look at Foster diving in front of that ball. Fabulous play. And when Hibs broke there, they really should have been able to capitalise and get a two-goal advantage. Dreadful for Malonga.
Jordan Foster, another whose season has been disrupted by injury. He is relishing this contest though. He's made a significant contribution to the cause for Hibs. Boyle. Referee having to step in, Boyle and Eckersley.
We certainly don't need linesmen coming onto the pitch, getting involved.
Just a warning for both. Or maybe not. Yellow card out.
Two needless yellows.
So much for the warning. Quarter of an hour to go. Hearts are going to bring on Billy King soon. Away by Wilson. Boyle. Forster. Billy King then. We'll be with us shortly. Chases on here for Stevenson and Sow. Stevenson felt he was given a little nudge there, but it is a Hearts throw.
Good turn of pace from Stevenson. That was a good race for him and Stoke.
Callum Patterson could go long, but does have Payado nearby. Does go long towards So. Payado, Patterson. It's admirably defended again. In fact, the free kick is going to be given to Forster.
He really has been terrific, Jordan Forster. This time it's a cross deep to the back post. Forster reads it. 2 hands in the back from Nicholson. There's that clearance earlier on, but this, I think the Hearts fans want the handball there, but you can see clearly it came off the face.
Zeefank replaced by Billy King, one of 4 footballing brothers. Adam, who was at Hearts but went to join Swansea. There is another brother in the youth system here, and another one at Livingston as well. Not enough of them around. On by El Alaghi. Away by Wilson. Fivey. Payado takes charge. Nicholson looking to make it happen for Hearts. It comes to Osman Sow. Took his time, deflection, but Osley still dealt with it. And Fontaine makes sure of a goal kick.
Well, they get a shot on target. Osman Sow's in the middle of the box here. Just works himself a yard on his left foot. Hibs can't close him down. But Oxley's reactions to get down quickly to his right-hand side's very impressive. Keeps it out and keeps Hibs' delicate lead intact.
Hearts equalise in stoppage time here in October. They're leaving it late again if they are planning something similar. Malonga, selfish a moment ago, and they could have helped Hibs wrap it up. Stevenson. Fontaine. Allen. Allen hung in there. He's got it back, although Patterson able to clear it.
He quite likes those tight situations, Scott Allen, doesn't he? Thrives on it, getting himself a yard of space to make the pass.
Oxley will launch this one straight down the middle. El Alaghi. Away by Wilson, but only to McGeoch. And then ran into Eckersley. Gomez. Eckersley. There's Turk. Patterson. Stray from Payado, Boyle onto it. Wilson. Osman Sow chasing this. Paul Hallen's with him. It looks for all the world like a goal kick.
It is. Well, we've given a lot of praise to Jordan Foster, but equally Paul Hanlon done a really good, strong defensive job today. Kept the front two of Sow and Zeefank really quiet.
Paul Hanlon, who went to Tynecastle High School, but is a Hibs fan, and even at 25 becoming a veteran of these occasions. 10 minutes to go. Hibs 1, Hearts 0. Malonga. McGeoch. Forster. Up in the air from Öztürk. Payado. Robbed by Fivey, and a yellow card will come the way of Payado for a series of offences.
Nice highlighting the Totting up procedure here from Piardo. Pretty much been a yard off the pace today.
3-3 on yellow cards. Scott Allen to take it. Malonga. Trying his best to keep it in, and he has made sure of the corner.
No, that's better from Malonga. In that tight situation when you've got too many on you, best thing to do, win a foul, win some sort of set piece. He's got the corner here.
Allaghy behind Hanlon. Waiting to pounce. Jordan Forster has moved back to the halfway line. Scott Allen delivers. Alexander took that right on his line.
Good hands, safe hands.
Clivey. McGill. Allen. Stevenson. Malonga. Stevenson. Held up by Patterson. Stevenson. No way past Patterson. Gomez now. Eckersley. Hibs must be fearing the worst. A possible equaliser again. The third match running from Hearts in the Edinburgh Derby. Recent history. Patterson. Nicholson. Corner off McGill.
Well, McGeoch's been all over this pitch, doing a good defensive job there. Nicholson wants to get in the box.
The Hearts fans at that end hoping that a goal might just be coming here. It's Billy King to take it. Careful corner. How many times do we see that? Fivey away. Malonga. One back by Piardo. Although Malonga wasn't giving up. Only Wilson had to come across.
Well, again, he's done well. He's taking a bit of a breather now. But that's exactly what you have to do as a sub. Come on. Really held the team out. Make sure you give them possession in that last third. Let your teammates get a bit of a breather.
Stevenson for Malonga. Slipped away from him that time. But here's Allen. McGeoch. Stevenson. Malonga. Never quite had it under control.
Well, once off, he's already made the signal there that he's struggling. I think it was the one earlier that gave him the problem. He seemed to lose his footing there.
Eckersley, he's sat down on the pitch at the moment. Hearts have other ideas. Nicholson. Piardo. Patterson. Jamie Walker sticks with Oxley. And Hibs are going to have to make that change. Malonga. Clearly struggling.
Well, there's Malonga. Got something on his left instead, but I don't know if it's his left eye, but Certainly he's had enough.
Longo came on as a sub himself, is about to be replaced by Franck Jajeje, who hails from the Ivory Coast, moved to France when he was a boy. Played in the Europa League this season for Dynamo Minsk, joining Hibs in January. Longo was only on for 18 minutes. Not to worry, with some big games coming up for Hibs, including next Saturday. Scottish Cup semi-final against Falkirk at Hampden Park, midday Sky Sports 2. On the following day, Inverness, Caley-Thistle and Celtic meet again, midday Sky Sports 2 as well. Can Hibs see this out? Allen. So JJ found Wilson in his way, but it carried anyway to Alexander. Öztürk. Payado. Allen. Can Hearts save their derby day again? They did so here in the 92nd minute in October. They had to equalise as well in the new year version. Payado. It's going to carry to Oxley.
Those forward passes from Payado have been really poor, not giving his teammates any sort of chance. The only worry for Hibs is that their wing backs now are just sitting deep, playing as full backs, playing with pretty much five at the back.
Nielsen staring at only a third championship defeat of the season.
Better from Boyle, makes the effort to get into that last third, doesn't win it but puts Eckersley under pressure and gets a throw in.
Hibs in no particular rush to take this, and nor should they be, with a 1-0 lead coming into the closing stages. Jajeje, McGeoch, Fivey, Forster, and El Alaghi. Alexander first to it, he's still getting his sharpness back after so long out. El Alaghi. Öztürk. Gomez will retrieve this. Öztürk in the last minute of the 90, and the word is at the moment there might be 4 minutes added on. I don't mind that one bit. Goal kick for them.
I think it does make a difference when you win this game. It gives the supporters a real sense that you've got a manager capable of putting a team together, capable of winning big games. When you even look at the ages of those players in the midfield, and the likes of Scott Allen, Fraser Fivey, and especially McGeoch, on loan from Celtic. I don't know what his decision will be at the end of the season, but he's playing regularly here, and I think developing as a player.
On by Wilson, here's Allen. Gomez. Patterson as well forward now as Hearts pursue an equaliser. They are loving this in Leaf. It's Hibs 2, Hearts 0, and you can see what that means.
Full finish. Knows exactly what he's doing, and once he gets this ball under control, he's always got it in his mind just to dink it over the goalkeeper. It's a beautiful finish, and quite rightly it gives Hibs all 3 points, thoroughly deserved.
He scored in the first Edinburgh derby of the season, he scores in the last. There will be no injury time comeback from Hearts on this occasion, and El Alaghi after snapping his Achilles tendon, has made sure of things for Hibs. They were looking for a bit of breathing space around much of the game. They left it late, but they've got what they wanted. And they're going to claim a victory over Hearts for the first time since the start of 2014. They haven't beaten them by more than a one-goal margin for a decade. Hearts are looking for an injury time reply here though, but Oxley has grabbed that.
Again at the second attempt. He's not really been threatened enough by the Hearts players this afternoon. Hibs have been in complete control.
He's done a good job here, Alan Stubbs. But it's been an extraordinary season for Hearts, who've been simply outstanding. Today, though, belongs to Hibs. Will Alexander, almost in bother. Charcheje in and around him. Eckersley. On by Patterson. Oxley moving to prevent an own goal. It might have been going wide anyway, but he wasn't about to find out.
Yeah, I think Hamlin was trying to play this back to his goalkeeper. Oxley made sure that it didn't end up over his head and in the back of the net.
Tony Wilson was sandwiched there, and El Alaghi back in his own box, clearing that. Eckersley. Free kick for Hearts. Anything that happens here will surely happen too late for Hearts. Tony Wilson, though, will send that back across. Away by Hanlon. King. Kevin Clancy having to step in here. And the free kick has gone to Hibs. And 3 points are going to Hibs. Alan Stubbs' first win in an Edinburgh derby is about to be confirmed. It is glory, glory to the Hibs today. A derby win at last for Alan Stubbs, fully deserved, fully merited. Hearts were awful in the first half, but certainly had a right good go in the second half. Jason Cummings got the first goal. Took it until the end to get the second. El Alaghi, who missed most of the season through injury, came up with a delightful finish at the finish. Hibs have some huge games ahead, a Scottish Cup semi-final, the playoffs. This will certainly give them a big lift. They were due an Edinburgh derby win, they delivered today. Hearts will ultimately have the biggest loss this season, but Hibs have had the last one in the last Edinburgh derby of the campaign. It finishes at Easter Road. Hibs 2, Hearts 0.
Congratulations to Hibernian. Sunshine on Leith will not have sounded good around Easter Road for quite some time. Worth capturing that moment as Hibernian win only their third league derby in 22 attempts. Their first since a 2-1 win here back in January of last year in the Premiership. Well, there's one Hibs man with the Hearts on his jersey, Farid El Alaghi, who did so well and was so composed to bring a great day for all the Hibernian supporters. And I'll tell you what, that second goal that he scored, it made certain that Hearts couldn't come back, but it's also been useful for goal difference in that tussle with Rangers. Rangers, by the way, currently 2-0 up on Wraith Rovers, about half an hour to go at Ibrox. It was Nicky Clark, who got the opening goal, followed by Harris Vutkic in the second half. And Queen of the South are ahead over Falkirk. Derek Lyle, who scored on Thursday against Rangers, scores again today, and that could pretty much rule Falkirk out of the playoff contention. And of course Hearts won the title on the 22nd of March, but Hibernian, as it stands, are 3 ahead of Rangers, as we expect Rangers to draw level. But as I mentioned earlier, their goal difference could just be the difference between second and third come the end of the season, and at the moment it's Hibernian who are 4 ahead on that particular measurement. Still plenty of live sport to come this afternoon on Sky Sports. Manchester United take on Manchester City. Is it last chance for City today? That's now on Super Sunday on Sky Sports 1. And the Masters final day gets underway live from Augusta at 6 o'clock on Sky Sports 4. But stay with Neil McCann, John Hughes and me for a reaction to this Edinburgh Derby and a look ahead to next week's games. Cometh the half hour, cometh Jason Cummings, and in stoppage time, Farid El Alagoui stopped Hearts this time.
Back in by 5-8. El Alagoui on! Who took the lead through Jason Cummings? And here is El Alagoui. Can he clinch it? Yes, he can!
The champions in the championship beaten 2-0 by Hibernian, Hibs' biggest derby win since October 2005. The 2 goal scorers are with Luke Shanley now.
Farid, Jason, well done. Jason, what does it mean to win the Edinburgh Derby?
Nah, it means everything. It's got to get credit to the big man here. He was different class all game, and the fans were different class. Always want to win the Edinburgh Derby. It's like Christmas here, and I'm just buzzing that we won it.
Now, you've mentioned before, touch of an angel. Tell us about the goal.
The goal was it was on the right ear, so I didn't score many, so I was delighted with it. Big man knocked it down on me, just caressed it in there.
Farid, you're back in the team now, back to fitness. What will this win do for Hibs in this push for second place?
I think we had no choice today. We had to win. If you want to fight with Rangers for the second spot, which is massive for the playoff, I think we had no choice apart from winning the game. And from the start, I think we were right into them. And credit to Jace, he was at the right place at the right time and give us a lead in the first half. And then we dig in the second half to keep the score. And no. Big derby today, big win.
Does this set you up nicely for the Scottish Cup semi-final?
Exactly. Now we have a big game coming up, obviously in the cup. That's why we work hard the whole season to manage to have this type of games. So when they come, we have to make sure we're ready, and I think it's a perfect way to prepare the semi-final now.
Very well done today. Paul Hanlon is the man of the match. Jason, can I trust you to hand over the champagne, please?
I'll give him that. No worry about that.
Thank you. Well done.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you.
Thanks, boys.
That's very good of him to hand that over. Well, what now for Hibernian? What will this do for their push for second and indeed the push for the Scottish Cup?
Well, it gives them the impetus for the rest of the season. And as you say, looking forward to next week, the Scottish Cup. But I felt they thoroughly deserved to win today. And the big guy that got the second goal there, El Alagoui, you know, for what he's went through, I think his injury was a total rupture of the Achilles tendon. So to come back and to get a goal, make a goal and get a goal in Edinburgh Derby, absolutely fantastic for him.
And he was so composed in the finish as well. But is it slightly ironic that the man who was the hero for Hearts in stoppage time here last time might have been to blame for this one, Ali Mostert?
Well, listen, there's nothing pretty about it. It's a big long punt over the top, turned him, and JJ does what Malonga didn't do, is get his head up and play the right pass, and then it's all about composure. Listen, you're into the dying embers of the match and you're 1-0 up. I think you can afford to be a little bit cheeky, but he's shown wonderful composure to let Neil Alexander just commit himself, and it's a cheeky little chip over the top of him. Brilliant goal, but thoroughly deserved 3 points for Hibernian today. I thought they were better in most departments. I felt through the middle there were more energy, more imagination, and as I said, now they can start looking forward to the end of the season. They have to pick up points on the way, of course. Whether it's second or third, David, I don't think it really matters. Yes, if you're in third place, you've got another couple of games, but I think it'll be Hibs and Rangers in the semi-final of the playoff. they look as if they're starting to pick a bit of speed up now, Hibernian.
Why were Hibs, so why were Hearts not at it in the first half, and did we see that in the opening goal?
Well, it was a shape, and I think if Robbie's honest with himself, he'll say he probably got it wrong, and he'll take the responsibility and the blame for that. But once he changed the shape in the second half, and all credit to Hearts, they were much improved in the second half without really causing any clear-cut chances. But they got on the ball, their passing was better, and their whole shape of their team was better.
You can't switch off in the box, John, can you, defensively? No. You get Eckersley there circled.
100%. He's ball watching in there, he's in there ball watching, and he's forgetting where his man is. And you know, it's a scrappy finish, and as the young man says, it's off his righty, shall we say.
It's certainly not correct, is it?
But they all count, and especially, you know, they all count, be it for 2 yards or for the outside the box.
Sensational, I think is how we describe that one. Well, that's a big one for him, a big one for Hibs, and a big one for the Hibernian manager who gets his first derby win. Alan Stubbs is with Luke Shenley.
Alan, what does it mean to win your first Edinburgh derby?
Oh, it's obviously a really nice feeling for us. I thought we deserved it today again. I thought we performed well. I thought we caused them problems early on in the game, and to be fair to Robbie, he changed his team to try and counteract that. But when we needed to dig in, I thought we digged in really well at times, and in the end we've got that little bit of comfort that gives us a second goal.
You've got the semi-final next week. How does this set you up for that and the run-in?
It sets us up perfectly, to be honest. This we've been questioned over the last couple of weeks, rightly or wrongly. People are entitled to their opinions, but the one thing that I spoke to the players about was that you have to respond to it. You have to react to it, and the result on Wednesday and today's result, is a great reaction. And I think most importantly, you have to let your football do the talking. And over the last 2 games, they've certainly done that, and it sets us up great for the running.
Well done.
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks.
It certainly does set them up well for the run-in. What will he have been feeling in that dugout when there was that chance for Hearts, and then at the other end, Dominic Malonga?
Yeah, well, his heart would be in his mouth there. He'd be feeling all the emotions like you do, but even as a coach, you have to make sure that you've got your game head on. But if you see here, the defending, I think it was at Foster that eventually gets the tackle in here. That is putting your body on the line to get the result. And then it
hit Hanlon's head there, by the way, not his arm.
Yeah, we felt it might have been a handball, but...
Right, John, what are you doing with Malonga if he does this?
I know. Well, I heard Andy Walker in commentary saying that he would take him off. Andy, who are you kidding on?
You would have taken him out, never mind take him off.
Andy Walker would never have done that, would he?
Would never have passed the ball. He would have shot as well. But he should have slotted him in. But it just shows you for Alagui's goal. The pass just played into him, gave him all the room, and he just, a sublime finish, I have to say that.
What now for Hibernian? Are they going to get to the Premiership? Who do you think will be Team 11 in the Premiership, Neil? Well, I know there's a long way to go, but still.
It's difficult, but Hibs are now back up to speed. I think they got jolted from the Rangers game, knocked them back a little bit, but now started to pick up again. Listen, I don't know if Hibs can overcome Rangers. I think that'll be a brilliant semi-final. In regards to who they'll play from the Premier League, the Premiership, I think Partick Thistle maybe thought they were out of it. I think now they're starting to get dragged back in. I just feel maybe Motherwell might just be the one. And whether Motherwell have got enough in the tank to beat a team who are coming up, because the team who win the playoff semi-final are full of confidence. That team who are sitting in 11th position are just waiting. They're just waiting, and they're low. They could have guys out of contract. They're not playing competitive football. That'll be a ding-dong battle, and I feel that the team from the Championship will win that game.
Oh, let's just hope it's not Ross County, because I have to go back up to the Highlands tonight, and they're good people up there, so I wish Ross County all the best. But it's intriguing, David. It really is intriguing. I will say, Hibs were very good today. 2 good teams. You can give Hearts all the plaudits, and rightly so for what they've done. They've been absolutely fantastic, but Hibs were very, very good today.
Yogi, it's been great to have you with us today. We'll see you next Sunday on Sky Sports. Neil, thank you very much for joining us for the Edinburgh Derby, which Hibs won this afternoon. And Hibernian are back on Sky Sports 2, midday on Saturday. Both semi-finals live on Sky Sports. Hibs v Falkirk, and then on Sunday, it's Yogi's Inverness against Celtic, midday Sky Sports 2. A lot of football. Big story in Formula 1 today, and of course the Masters to talk about on Sports Sunday. That's over on Sky Sports News HQ right now. So Hibs have beaten the champions in the league. Can they go on now and join them in the Premiership next season? We'll find out soon, and we'll see you next week for the Scottish Cup semi-finals. Bye for now.
Enjoy Sky Sports Live on all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.